Now, it is the latest must-have games console. Some dedicated players camped out for more than 2 nights to ensure that they were able to buy the Wii from Nintendo.
But most shops have now sold out, and some angry customers have told us that they've been told they won't get a console in time for Christmas, even though they pre-ordered one.
It's another late night for gamers as they wait to try out the latest game system. The Nintendo Wii goes on sale at midnight, just days after the PlayStation 3 hit store shelves. Combo 4's Joe Furia is live in Redmond, where people started lining up hours ago. Joe?
Denise, that line here at Game Crazy in Redmond is starting to get pretty long. In just a few hours, the line went from a handful of people to well over 100.
1 o'clock this afternoon.
And you don't mind the wait?
Struggled to supply the Wii to people who'd ordered it. They're blaming Nintendo, but is it all just a ploy to whip up more interest?
I can honestly say that's not the case at all.
The last console I feel nostalgia for, the Nintendo Wii. What an exciting time that was. Can you believe it? The Wii will be 20 years old this year. If you can't believe it, welcome to becoming middle-aged. I don't know about you, but I have some very strong memories associated with this console. It came at an exciting time in my life, and I owe so much to this little white box. But before I go into that, please indulge me with a little bit of backstory. I was in my early 20s, and I had become detached from console gaming. It'd been many years since I had a console hooked up to the TV. I still gamed occasionally, but it was old PC games. Games I'd played on repeat. Games I'd had for many years. At this time I had a girlfriend. I'd left my parents' house and moved into a flat. For the first time in my life, it felt like I'd grown up. Sort of. And made my first actual steps towards adulthood. The Wii had already been released. It had all but passed me by. The last console I had played was my brother's N64, or one of my friend's PS1. Then one evening, everything was destined to change. You see, my brother and his girlfriend visited our flat, and they brought with them a Nintendo Wii, complete with Wii Fitboard and Wii Sports. We hooked it up to my 32-inch 720p TV and gamed all night. Not couch co-op, but taking it in turns looking ridiculous on the Wii board, spinning the Wiimote wildly. Within a few days I had visited my local HMV and purchased this very Wii and Wii Fitboard for ourselves. Like a fighter coming out of retirement, I was back in the game, following the new releases, picking up Super Mario Wii, reliving my early platforming roots, buying extra controllers, reading and watching reviews on games like Mad World, The Blob and Red Steel 2. It wasn't long after this I was inspired to visit my parents' house. I dug out my old NES and my brother's N64 from the wardrobe and set them up under my TV amongst the Wii, finding my old Game Boy and games in the loft. You could say I was all in once more with gaming. I still remember to this day bringing the boxes home from the shop, putting the Wii on its silver stand pride of place next to the TV. And it wasn't long until I learned about component cables. This was also the start of my journey into fine-tuning my gaming experience, tinkering and faffing with my setup. Previously I'd only ever used the including composite cables, but getting an official Nintendo component cable opened up my eyes into how much the picture quality can improve the overall experience. To this day, the Wii was the only console I played with my girlfriend, who is now my long-suffering wife. It truly was the console that introduced everyone in the family to gaming, and it shows how much of a good thing Nintendo were onto. Not only did it introduce non-gamers to the hobby, but it also reintroduced gaming into lost souls like myself, led astray by more grown-up misadventures and commitments. The interface is simple, and every little piece of music is perfect. It sets a real vibe. I'll be honest, it's been a while since I booted up my Wii, but it all came flooding back to me. It's a calm, blissful experience revisiting it. When recording some of the footage for this video, I got completely carried away, playing golf on Wii Sports. I had to finish a round. And Red Steel 2. I forgot exactly how much fun this game is, and how amazing the shell-shaded graphics look, even today. I think my favourite thing about the Wii, even to this day, is playing shooters on it. It reminded me of my younger days playing Duck Hunt on the NES. With simple accessories like the Wii Zapper and many other third-party options, shooters became a large part of my gaming repertoire. Ghost Squad, Link's crossbow training, Call of Duty and Medal of Honor. Now admittedly, these games look a little pants compared to their Xbox and PlayStation counterparts, but the ability to use a Wiimote as a gun more than made up for this, and made them well worth playing through. And who could forget the Wii Virtual Console and Shop? Being able to download titles from old consoles, not just titles from NES, Super Nintendo and N64, but Sega Master System, Sega Mega Drive, Neo Geo, Commodore 64 and TurboGrafx 16. Although to be honest, even back then I wasn't that interested. Maybe I just wasn't quite ready for digital-only libraries and emulation. And I'm still not. I remember there was a time before COVID and lockdowns when Wiis almost couldn't be given away. Here in the UK you could find them in a shop called CEX for less than £20. And on Facebook Marketplace, or whatever it was we used back then, for even less. They would show up in charity shops, and some of the more popular games were almost worthless. I mean, look at this, my copy of Ghost Squad was just £1. But during lockdown here in the UK, millions of people with nothing but time on their hands were reminded of the amazing fun there was to be had with the Wii. It's probably the perfect lockdown console for families, all stuck inside together with nothing to do. Because of this, the prices went up and up. It was Wii's second coming. Even now the prices haven't fallen back to those pre-COVID lows. These early versions were also effectively GameCubes, with physical backwards compatibility, lifting the lids on top to reveal some all too familiar ports, and with the added benefit of playing GameCube games through a composite cable. This was a game changer at the time, although the flimsy nature of these doors meant many ended up broken and missing. I still love how this thing looks on its stand. Sadly, it's not how I have to have it in my setup. It looks okay on its belly, but I think this is the essential way to have the console set up. It was available in black as well as some very vivid colours, but my original white is the only one for me. One very unique feature at the time were Miis. These were customisable avatars that could be used in supported games. I must have spent hours messing around with the Miis. It is amazing how basic the Miis are, and yet you could still make Miis look so much like someone. Now I would encourage, if you have a Wii tucked away and you haven't used it in years, dig it out and hook it up. You see, one of the very special things about a Wii is it can act as a digital time capsule, with Miis of friends and family, even pets, some of which may no longer be with us, but somehow live on in Mii form, in a tiny corner of your Wii operating system, patiently waiting for their turn to play again, not knowing they never can. If the Wii is the last console I will ever feel nostalgia for, and I will never feel that magic again, then that's okay. Because for me, what a console to finish on. Thank you for spending time with me today, and I hope to see you back here soon.